Hi.
This is our second video. We are the
Sunshine Stitchers.
I'm Shelia.
I'm Gary.
And I'm EJ.
And welcome.
Welcome again.
Let's get this going.
Okay.
Yes.
So we thought we would open again with, wait a minute, why am I so little?
Because you've been cruising.
That would be fatter, not littler.
Oh, is it the chair?
Last week it was horns. This week I'm in the little chair. Are we sensing a theme here? But that's okay. We press on. All right, so we're going to start with a couple of questions. First, EJ, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is The Usual Suspects.
Oh, yes.
It's an awesome movie.
Awesome. That was so good.
And it got me because, usually you can tell what's going on and who did this and who did that. At the end, it totally shocked me. And then from then on,
Yes.
it was my favorite movie.
Yeah.
If you
That
haven't
was
seen
good.
it, go ahead and go watch it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Well,
Did you ever see it?
It's a good movie. It's great.
Okay.
Okay.
You take my word for it?
Sure.
Yeah.
My favorite movie is Star Wars. Only because it keeps getting longer and longer, and I love it. If you haven't seen it, then you're younger than 50.
I remember standing in line right off Times Square when the first Star Wars movie came out. The line wrapped around the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody, I don't know how, but there was like this roll of 20s, this wad of 20s that was on the street. And a bunch of us who were standing there were all staring at this wad of money on the street. Nobody made a move. And then all of a sudden somebody made a move and said, oh, and grabbed it. So
Yeah.
we all started grabbing money, and then we all scattered, like out of the line.
You didn't get to go to the movie.
No, we came back.
Okay.
That was my memorable
Star Wars moment?
Yes, I got $40. So.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, my favorite movie is anything action. I'm there for all of the Marvel,
Oh, yes.
anything big ticket, blow it up, Transformers. I'm
Star
there
Wars.
first. Oh, totally. Star Wars. I'm there opening day. I'm good to go. Okay, so Gary, what's your favorite music?
It's hard. I listen to anything, so
Mhm.
other than rap or polka.
Polka?
Those are the two? Wow.
Rap and
Pretty
polka.
limited.
It's a wide way. My favorite music, well, I like Haitian music, compa. I like pop, I like rap, but not hardcore rap. I like everything. I even like rock, but not heavy metal rock type deal. So I'm into everything most of the time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I have a pretty eclectic taste too. My favorite form of music really is jazz, but I really prefer almost anything melodic. I went through a rock phase. Jazz, blues. I love it all. Love it, love it, love it.
Okay.
And our last question is, how did we meet?
Yes. How did we meet?
How did we meet?
I think I was kidnapped.
So we all are customers of the Cross Stitch Cupboard in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we have a group of stitchers that meet every Tuesday. The store is open from 10 to 8 on Tuesdays. And so there's a group of stitchers that really come in throughout the day. I was part of that group meeting there at the end of the day, and also a group on Saturdays. So on Saturdays, this guy would come in the front of the store. He would kind of lurk in the front of the store.
No, I was not lurking.
They
They were in my way. I couldn't find what I wanted.
in front of the store. He would come in and he would talk to the owner or Mary, the employee there. But we would hear this voice. And then one day, Kathy, the finisher, came back and showed us one of his finished pieces. And it was exquisite. It was fabulous. And we were all, you know, just really complimentary and enjoyed it. And then finally we kept saying, come and sit. And Gary would get a little closer to the community table.
It's like a wild animal.
Every Saturday he'd get maybe a foot closer. Finally, literally after about 4 to 6 weeks, he got to the table and he sat down. And we haven't been able to get rid of him.
And now it's my table.
Yes.
Yes.
He's the main enabler.
He is,
Exactly.
yes,
Yes.
the enabler.
And now I talk to everybody.
He does. He's a joy to stitch with. And EJ,
I was getting into cross stitching, and the cupboard is the only cross stitch store near where we live. So I went in and I saw a group of people. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And they were very welcoming and nice, and like, we come every Saturday, come on over. So the next Saturday or two, was it? I don't know, one of those Saturdays later, I came and sat and stitched, and they couldn't get rid of me, and they won't. Sorry, you.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll keep her.
Yeah.
we'll definitely keep you.
Thanks.
Hey, listen,
Once we get you off Ada.
yes,
Never.
yes, it's just been a joy,
Yeah.
really, truly. We have a great community of stitchers here, and so we enjoy all of us. We
Mhm.
all bring something to the table.
And you learn a lot from other stitchers. And
Yeah.
And you get
Going from-
enabled a lot by
Yeah,
other
you do.
stitchers.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about our finishes this week. This isn't really a full finish, it's sort of a finish and a whip,
Mhm.
if that's okay.
That's
Okay.
okay.
I'm working on this piece, it's called Beach Therapy. It's by White Lion Needlework,
There you go.
and I was on a cruise this week. It was a stitching cruise, and I had a lot of other
Ooh,
free
that's
time
beautiful.
to stitch, and I was able to finish one of the beach chairs this week. It's on a painted fabric by Swigart, which was
Wow.
created specifically for the piece. It's a 32 count,
I like
and
that.
I'm using the charted silks for it. There's only 4 colors in it, and it really is enjoyable to work on. So that's my partial finish, and it's an ongoing whip. It's in my rotation for this year.
It matches your shirt.
Oh, how about that?
I'm at the beach.
Yeah.
I'm coordinated. Okay, any other finishes this week?
Yes.
Oh, did
Oh,
we
yeah.
hear finish?
Yes.
There you go.
No longer headless Harvey. We have full cow.
The cow has landed.
Yes.
Cow has a head. Here, let's do this. There we go.
There you go.
There's the whole thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And Dory Crafts from Hobbies Up to Here, she called him Headless Harvey. I went with it. Now it's just Harvey. Thank you, Dory. I love my cow.
Okay. No, I don't really have a finish. I still have a whip.
Okay, all right, so well, let's start with your whips then.
Okay. I'm still barely stitching on my Sam Sarah garlic. Here's what it's gonna look like.
Supposed to look like.
Okay. There's 12 in the series. Okay, there we go. And it's got the outline, so I just gotta fill it in and do the bottom half. So.
Doesn't that garland look vaguely familiar? Doesn't it look the same?
No,
as it did
I
last
think there's
week?
about 20 stitches up here
So
somewhere.
is it technically a whip? Because if you haven't worked on it?
It's still whipping me. Okay. But I don't know if you remember or not, but I did show you a blank piece of murky last week.
Yes.
true.
And this pattern, Scared Silly, from Birds of a Feather. And this is why my garlic is like a vampire. I've been stitching Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah.
almost
I
finished.
like that.
So just a pumpkin and then a little bit of checkerboard at the bottom.
I like that a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really cool.
So that's my whips.
Okay. And since I was away, I did take several
Nice.
pieces with me, and I apologize. These are horribly wrinkled because they have traveled. This will be a pin cushion. It's from a 4-piece limited issue set that was designed by Kathy Haberman called Dream by the Sea.
Okay. And we'll put a picture at the end
Yeah.
of what the 4 pieces look like.
Yes. It was a complete kit. One of the pieces was a metal tray. You stitched the bottom and provided the frame, the backboard to finish it. There was a spool and it came with some scissors that went in the pool, and you stitched a band to go around. And this is a pin cushion. And the last piece that I have left is a small pouch for a 3-inch counter. And those have been fun. I've enjoyed that. I started the first 2, finished the first 2, and then got sort of sidetracked with other projects. So I'm trying to get back to it. And my last work in progress is a travel piece. I travel a lot, and I always try to have with me pieces that are fairly full color, easy to work on. And it might be hard to see, but there
are some stitches there.
Yeah, there are. Working on the snowman.
In Florida.
In Florida, yes. And EJ, can you, the name and...
Oh, it's Sprightly Snowman.
And it's on a 32 count yellow fabric. And I apologize. I bought it when I was in Baltimore at the...
Artful. No.
I'm sorry. I just forgot the LNS where I purchased it. And I didn't do my usual record keeping of the fabric that I bought to go with it.
Oh, this is a nice yellow.
It's a beautiful yellow.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, Gary?
All right. Last week or the week before, I believe I picked this up. This is a new haul.
We're still in whip?
Oh, we're still on whip.
Yes.
Skip me. Mystery whip.
Yes, it is. This is from the Stiach. I'm part of the Stiach group, Stiach Along. I did the first, it's like part 1 and part 1.5 type deal, because I didn't stitch the bottom because it was too long to count, and I didn't want to mess up. So
Too long?
it was too
count?
far,
Too far.
too far to count.
You mean there was a lot of fabric
Spaces.
space in
There's
Yes.
a lot of
between?
math.
Okay, so we'll
Well,
have to
yes.
get her some counting pins.
Oh,
and
counting
help you with
pins.
Counting pins.
Or you could grid
Oh.
it.
I tried gridding it, and it didn't work out for me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, I
Counting pins. That sounds
counting pins.
That sounds like something new.
Too long.
Too far.
Too far.
Too far. We'll fix that.
Well, yeah.
We'll fix that.
We'll- we'll get her there.
Okay, so does anybody, did you go, Gary?
I've got haul.
Okay, that's
So-
where we are then. Hall.
Okay.
I
Haul
have
and
done.
plans, but this is
Hall,
would be
Mr.
haul.
Hall.
So I've got this I think last Saturday or the Saturday before. It's from Sue Hillis, and it's Hello Halloween. You got it? That's good.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just stitched with DMCs, but I got a piece of prank. I think it's gonna look pretty good with it.
Yeah.
So
It's beautiful.
it's
It's
really
gonna be
bright.
gorgeous. Yeah.
And not sure when I'm going to start this one because I'm running out of October. And I got to start doing some other kind of stitching. And then I have my next project that I'm going to start after the cat is done. I still have a couple more days in October, so I was going to start Scary Mouse from Brenda Gervais.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm going to stitch it on some fabric flare which has got some ghosts on there.
I think that's great.
And I've seen it stitched somewhere before. It's called Hooligans.
What's
and
the count on this?
It's it was on here. 28 count. This is 28 count. It's got some sparkle in there. It's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really cool is when I saw it stitched on there from someone else, the ghosts actually, you can see them through the stitching.
Oh.
So it's very spooky like.
It's like
Yeah.
peekaboo.
Yeah. So I think that's gonna be fun.
Sounds good.
Just another rat to stitch.
Cool. Okay, and
Another rat. You have
okay,
one more?
Paul.
Paul. Well, I got some Stitchy Happy Mail, Stitchy Kindness. This is from Michelle. Remember we share our threads from Victorian Model Sampler?
Michelle Bindi Stitchy.
Yes, Michelle Bendy Stitchy.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. So these are the 4 colors that we did not have in common from her pack. We have Rust Orange, Cherry Medley,
I like that one.
yeah,
I do too.
Stormy Sky,
I like that one.
and is Eastern Pie.
Wow.
Pine.
So we're gonna sleep with them.
Pine. What am I gonna? What?
We don't just collect threads, do we?
we
Oh, yeah,
don't.
we do.
Well, I like to collect. I don't know. I'm so kidding. I'm so
There goes
kidding.
our rating. Now we've gone for PG-13.
Next, Paul.
She had she also attached, well, she sent me a card, and it's actually a pattern in the back of a pumpkin.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
I also won one of her words escape me. Her giveaways. Yes, not a
Oh, okay.
giveaway.
All right.
Not a giveaway.
No?
You won something.
Her sell? Was she selling something? Or?
Mm-mm. She wasn't selling something, but I won this for charity, the fundraiser.
Oh,
yes.
The Alzheimer's?
No, it was
Oh.
another one for the babies. Now I lay me down to
Oh,
sleep.
okay.
Okay.
So this is gonna finish as a pillow cover,
Okay.
a pillow cover.
Oh.
So I got the
Oh, it comes with
fabric,
the fabric. Okay.
the stitching things, and the threads, everything that you would need to finish it.
Is this all the threads?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
That's
you
why you guys keep
guys.
me around.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. So I'm glad I won it,
Wow, that's a pretty big count.
and I
Yeah. But EJ's familiar with that.
Yes.
yeah.
And even the needle, there's a needle in there too.
Yes, it
Yeah.
came with everything that
Oh,
you
very
need.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Any more, Hall?
Oh, Hall, yes. Oh my goodness. This is still me. It was my birthday, if you didn't know. Happy birthday to me.
And that's called Birthday Haul Month.
Yes, that's true. I got birthday money, so I went at my LNS and I bought
Just put it on here.
the double flip of
That's what it's going to look like when it's stitched.
yes, the Living with Charm. So it says believe. All of those. Encourage. That does say encourage, right?
Mhm.
Okay, good. Listen. Dream. You've seen this, I'm sure. Remember. And create. And when they're done, they'll look like this, stitched together. That was birthday money. Then my sister went to 123 Stitch and looked at my wish list, and she got me the Less is More
Oh.
Oh, wow.
set.
I heard that was a hard one to get.
Oh yeah? Well, not anymore. Talk less, say more. Fear less, hope more. Whine less, breathe more.
That would be nice.
That's nice.
Hate less, love more.
And we love that one. We
Yes.
need more of that.
We need more of that.
Yes.
And I think that's enough, right, guys?
Well, I've got another haul.
Ooh.
It's a mirror I picked up, the Tree of Hope, and there's a little story behind this one. My better half saw it finished on Facebook last week or this week, and he thought it was really cute, and so I said, well, I think I know where that one's at, so I picked it up.
It's really nice.
So now
Yeah.
I'm enabling and he's enabling me.
Yes. Okay, so
Plans.
plans. I'm just planning to get back to my rotation, and I cannot tell you what is up next since I've been away for 6 days. So I just plan to stitch this week. Back to rotation.
I'm planning on finishing up Scared Silly, starting Scary Mouse. Well, I got a scary season going on.
Don't forget
And-
garlic.
Then the garlic.
Oh, there's garlic. That's why I've got vampires. Maybe I'll finish the garlic.
Yes, please.
For me, I plan on continuing to work on the night lights, the Colors of Aurora sal that I'm in. Also, I finished one of the ABC cows, so I wanted to start the ABC Halloween
Oh,
by Jardin Privé.
still learning the ABCs.
Still learning the ABCs. One day I'll get it right. You know.
Well, you know we're still working on
And
counting.
what fabric? So what fabric are you using for that one?
I am using 18 count Sunset, Jamaica Sunset by Silk
Jamaica
Weaver.
Sunset.
Whoa,
Ooh.
nice.
Yes,
Nice
it's pretty.
silk weavers.
Jamaica.
And I have all my threads here, but I have to change a couple of them because I did selection by committee. I went to the LNS and they're like, what do you think about this? No, we don't like it. So there's a couple that I do want to change. The white for B5200 and a deeper orange than what was suggested.
Okay.
Very good. Okay.
That's my plan.
All right. So for our kind of product,
This is the GaRon
The
Tottenbags
GaRon.
section.
yes.
And look, I get to do another. Hi, Mimi. Minnie.
Hi, Minnie.
I see the X's. This is our Q-Snap cover, or R&R Productions lap stand, and we make the grime guards. We're one of the few people that make the grime guards for these. This is the 11 by 11, and this same grime guard will actually fit on both sides. So you don't have to buy two,
Yes.
but you can get two different patterns.
Yes. And what I like these, I know that Country Stitchers showed this lap stand a couple of months ago, and our LNS, the Cross Stitch Cupboard, is the at least American distributor for this, which is several of us have it, and oftentimes when I'm stitching on large pieces and I have a lot of excess fabric, it's been very difficult working with it, and convinced GaRon Tottenbags to make this for us. I'm very pleased. And what I like about these, the deep level of detail in this is really extraordinary. The reinforcement around the hole, this hole will not split and tear, regardless of how many times you pull it on and off the stand. It's really well made.
And
What is the name of the?
And because of the prodding, we call this
Gentle
one
nudge.
the Shelia grime guards.
I was a little persistent.
Just a little.
Just a tad.
But it turned out really great. And once Ronnie, my partner in crime, got his idea on how to finish it, he really did a good job on mating the part and making sure the holes are really great. So
Yeah.
it's a really good product.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can see them on Facebook.
Yeah.
They will be there tonight.
I didn't ask, but is it okay if I mention this?
Oh, cool.
Sure.
What is it?
Okay, so this is an event that's being sponsored by Janice Wright and Plan Ahead Events. It's going to be in Savannah, Georgia.
Ooh.
It's called Stitching in the Garden. It's I'm have to see when it is.
Sure.
It is May 2nd through 5th It's going to be at the Gastonian, which is a nice inn, a historic inn in Savannah, Georgia. And Janice was the hostess for the stitching cruise that I just returned from, and we had just an amazingly wonderful time. Her attention to detail to ensure that everybody had a good time was just awesome and amazing. So I didn't tell her I was going to do this, but as I was driving over today, I thought, wow, I'd love to just mention Stitching in the Garden in Savannah, May 2nd through 5th. And
this is
if
how
you're
Stitchers
interested.
enable Stitchers.
Yes. If you're looking for a fun weekend, all-inclusive, one price.
Oh,
Cool.
awesome.
And that's it. So
Oh, we went through pretty quick.
we did, and I think this is it for episode 2.
Yes.
Are we going to do a wall tour
Yes.
today?
We've moved the
As you can see.
stitching around again,
Yes.
I
There's,
have no horns today.
but they are there somewhere.
They're coming out, Gary. They're
Yeah.
coming out.
Okay.
Yes, and we also have some pumpkins to show you at the end.
Yes, and we'd just like to say thank you to everybody who has welcomed us into the FlossTube community.
Thank you.
We've received a lot of likes and subscribers this week. We hope that you spread the word, you continue to like, subscribe, and
Comment, please.
comment. Yes,
I love the comments. They're
Yes.
really cool.
Yeah, it was great. It was fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Welcome back for some more stitching. This is my Garden of Erie that I've done by Plum Street Sampler. And the next one is Frank the Thinker from Glendon Place. And this is my first place winner for this year. It's from Lena Lawson. It's Trick or Treat in East Spooky.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And this is from the Just Stitching Cross Stitch magazine. It's Wicked from Glendon Place. This is Barbara Anna, Spooky Tree, I believe. And here's another Just Cross Stitch Frankenstein. And then, of course, everybody's going to have a skeleton that's getting out of the closet. Just little grins.
Just a little bit happy Halloween spirit. We have carved pumpkins by Kathy F., one of our Stitcher friends. We have the Sanderson sisters, Winnie, Mary, and Sarah. And she also carved this beautiful thing this morning. Amazing. And she's got some talent, guys. Beautifulness. And you'll see some pictures later on how it looks like when it's really dark. So just another craft that we're all into.